if you're looking for the magic pill for link building templates that work, then this is definitely not the right place. But I'm just going to talk through what I think makes a good outreach template, and I will show you some of the ones that I've used successfully. So first of all, like when you type in link building templates, it doesn't matter who you land on, whether it's HubSpot or other top ranking pages, you're going to be given these kind of generic outreach templates, and that applies for even the big sites, backlinko.com. A lot of the templates are relatively generic, but I think people just take them far too literally. People are lazy. They're not good at copywriting. They're not able to, create like unique angles depending on what their website is. And that is the most important thing you can do with outreach. If you try and take like a one size fits all template, you won't succeed. So if you don't have the creativity to do it, then expect average results. Especially if you're trying to build natural links, outreach-based links, free links, where you're connecting with people. I think all these articles are just going to give you relatively generic stuff, which is fine for inspiration, but if you want to take it to the next level, then keep watching. So Pitchbox is the tool we use for outreach. Is extremely powerful because you can see response rates for campaigns, win rates for campaigns, so you know how well a particular email sequence is working. And you can basically double down on the good stuff and throw away the bad stuff. So we have this massive database of all the best performing Pitchbox templates that shows the subject line, links to the templates, how many people we've emailed, so that's like the sample size, how many links we've won, the response rate, and the win percentage. So even if you get like 100% response rate and your win rate's like 1%, then it's not a good campaign because you're maybe just asking them questions or getting them to respond, but you're not winning any links. So that's an important variation. But when you're doing stuff like guest posts, really you want to be focusing on the response rate. So anyway, I've just opened up a few interesting case studies that I want to share with you. So this is one for a cryptocurrency website that we own called totalcrypto.io. Just started off with like a little funny line. So my name's Tom and I'm holding on for dear life. That's like a play on one of the popular sayings in cryptocurrency. Just a little introduction line. And then just identifying straight off the bat the name of their website using Pitchbox's one of Pitchbox's merge tags. These are really important to use in your templates. And for the first name as well, you should be using Pitchbox merge tags. And basically just saying that you wrote a piece that went viral on Twitter. It's a beast. It represents some of the social good. Basically, you're a social good warrior for cryptocurrency. And then you're like, why should I care? And then we're doing a description. So this is kind of a more long-winded email. But for the cryptocurrency space, we just felt like we had it to be really legitimate sounding. If we tried to take one of these generic outreach approaches for cryptocurrency, like nobody would believe us, because people in cryptocurrency, you can't really pull the wool over their eyes. There's no BS. If you send them something generic, they're just going to think you're full of it, basically. So this worked really well. We got like a 14% win rate. We won a ton of links. Got a ton of guest post opportunities as well off the back of that. So yeah, this is just something that worked really well. Again, something we've been doing lately on Pitchbox is adding emojis. So you actually have to add them as images when you're uploading these on Pitchbox. But using emojis in templates, it does work. You shouldn't use them in the subject line because apparently that can disrupt the sending. They might get thrown in the spam box. But using little emojis is kind of conversational. If people are opening email on their phone, which a lot of people are, then it kind of almost reads like a text, which is pretty cool. So this is a really short email template for resource pages. So do you still update your page with new resources? If so, maybe you'd find this a useful resource. The description of what it is, and then just like written so even grandmas can understand, just like a quirky little line. If you have a minute, check it out. And that's it. Just really straightforward and simple. I'll show you a couple more. This is just it's actually like a pretty basic outreach template. it takes, maybe some inspiration from these generic ones, but obviously, again, you have to add your own tone in text in it. This is actually a really generic entry line. I guess it was just an easy niche because it did work well. I don't really like having this as an entry sentence in general, but it did work. And we actually used this merge tag again via Pitchbox. So for every opportunity, we'd write like a little sentence on what that piece was about. So this actually did work well because we're not just saying, I see you have a cool article. This merge tag will actually paste in something, for example, about the latest drifting championships and how to get involved in drifting. So it might pull in that. So when we were prospecting, we would write a very short, succinct description of every single article, and this merge tag from Pitchbox would actually pull that in. So every single email that we sent had this little variation, which made this email perform particularly well. And then the rest of it is pretty straightforward. We're letting them know that we have a huge Facebook following, so like we can share their content on Facebook if they want, and just getting to the point. If you find it useful, would you be so kind as to reference it in my post in your article? Cheers. That's all there was to it. And that had a big win rate. One last one. This is something we've been doing recently, is like adding jokes at the start, but don't add jokes just for the sake of it. Make sure it like fits the tone of the whatever it is you're doing. So yeah, Halloween joke uses an emoji, and yeah, kind of goes through a description of the article, not too long paragraphs. And then the punchline, if you find it useful, could you add it to the article? So yeah, that's all I'm going to show today. Just some examples of how we've organized our best performing templates, and just some ideas to take away. One last thing is definitely add a picture to your signature. You can do that from the email signature area on Pitchbox, and you can get a picture in, and that just again helps with conversion because people can see that you are a real person. So that's it for this video. Just some ideas on how you can use Pitchbox and you try wildly different things. You'll get wildly different results, I'm sure, but you'll never find out what's going to work for any particular campaign until you test stuff. And that's the beauty of Pitchbox, because it allows you to test everything and figure out, where you're getting the best responses and the best win rates. Okay, thanks for listening.